To the judge, cause that's a real fact, cause that's a real fact, cause that's a real fact.
I just wanna see number straight. I just wanna see number.
All right. So today on Mr. Energy Show, we got Grandma LaLa. How you doing, Grandma LaLa?
Hey, baby, I'm wonderful. Ooh, hey, I'm wonderful.
I could tell you wonderful, Grandma LaLa, because them shades is hidden. I see you thugging it out. You got your West Coast vibe going on here. You know, I see you thugging today. You looking good here. You got your, what type of headband is that you got on? Is that a Black Lives Matter?
That's right, baby.
Okay. So, for the people that don't know you, Grandma LaLa, I want to, kind of introduce yourself to them. So, where did the name Grandma LaLa come from?
Well, babies, see, back in 1985, I got a divorce from Donnie, And so when I got my divorce, babies, I went back to school, and I was the oldest in the classroom. So the kids started calling me Grandma LaLa. And then next thing I know, Grandma LaLa it is, baby. But the funny thing is, back in the day when I was younger, they used to call me LaLa too, because, my name is Lavinia, Lavinia Annie Clarkston. So, the kids used to call me LaLa then. But, the other kids, when I got to the school and I was the oldest one there, they started calling me Grandma LaLa, babies. So at first I was a little upset with them, because I wanted to fight everybody in the classroom. I was going to take them all out, all of them. I felt that, that life coming back to me, I used to be a bad girl back in the day, I had to just keep it cool. And eventually I just enjoyed, I got to used to them calling me Grandma LaLa, baby. But it took a little time there. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Were you a real grandma at the time when they were calling you a grandma?
No, baby.
No.
I wasn't. Well, baby, I was born a comedian. I was born to Laretha now. Laretha, that's my mama name, and Marvin, And when I was a kid, I used to always do little crazy stuff. And to make people laugh, I would stand up in the middle of the floor and I just do some crazy stuff, I remember one time, my big sister, I had some sisters and brothers, in the middle child. I was the middle child, rather. And I remember my sister had her boyfriend over. It was the first time he had came to the house. And I started doing this dance. And that night we had beans for dinner. So the rest. I did that dance and that was it. Well, everyday life does that to me, baby. I seen some crazy things all my life, and you just life itself. I just see things that's funny and I make it into a joke. Well, let me see. Back in my day, he was Richard Pryor, and the Bernie Macs. As time went on, it was the Bernie Macs and Eddie Murphy's, and my favorite was Martin Lawrence. So I'm a lady. I just love that. Well, that little big ear boy, he was just funny to me. I mean, I could still watch that young man's shows right today and still laugh like I just watched it. This the first time watching it. So if you can do that to somebody, you can make people laugh at your stuff like that. You got skills. And that young man has some serious skills. Well, let's see. I would say it's between maybe I would say a little bit of Tyler Perry, my dear, and a little bit of Country Wayne. I don't really know too many of the newer Chicagoans that's in the comedian game. See, I remember Robert Harris. You remember Robert Harris? He died some years ago, and I thought he was really hilarious back in the day. With them baby kids. Yeah, Bernie Mac. Mr. Mac. Yeah, I used to love to watch his show. And he always had a story and a reason for everything he did in that show, and I thought it was really good. Well, I think that I bring education to it. I like to school the young people. I like to school them. I like to tell them things that, maybe it might help somebody out, in the long run. Well, baby, let me see. So my goal is to one day get on the stage and actually do some comedy and be a household name someday, you know. And I would love to go to some of these daycares and talk to some of the little ones too. Also, always wanted my own cook show. I'm a cook by nature. That little Kevin Hart, I could pick him up and throw him across the room. That little guy. Well, he funny to me. He funny. That little guy is funny, and just stuff that he do is just hilarious to me because he's so little. I just feel like I could put him in a box and wrap him up. I would like to work with Kevin Hart in the movie and that little girl. What's that new girl? Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, I think me and her would be a partner in crime. Robert Harris was one of them, though. I was a big fan of his. And back in the day, that little Eddie Murphy guy would have been a good one. And now one that I would really love to do some movies with would be Martin Lawrence and Tiffany Haddish. Well, actually, I'm working on my podcast, and I got my T-shirts that I'm selling and my cookbooks and stuff. And I'm working on doing some more live videos with my cooking, my cooking stuff, so I can, get my books out there more. Right now, baby, I'm focusing more on my podcast shows and stuff, because I actually do a couple of podcasts. One of them is a radio station, and then, well, it's actually two radio stations that I'm doing right now. And I'm guest appearancing on somebody else's podcast show every once in a while when she not able to come on the show. That one thing that would be really wonderful for me, it would be to be in a movie with Mr. Tyler Perry. You know, yeah. Well, on what's that Instagram thing? Yeah, the IG. You can find me at Story Time with Grandma LaLa. On my YouTube channel is Story Time with Grandma LaLa. Facebook is Story Time with Grandma LaLa. And my I guess it's TikTok. You can find me on at Story Time with Grandma LaLa too, baby. Sure, go to my you can go to my website and check out my books, my cookbooks I have, and I have a cookbook out, and I have a t-shirt out, and the t-shirt says say hello, it's free, babies. You know how sometimes you be speaking to people and people won't say nothing back. So I got some t-shirts out for those people that's having a hard time saying hello back to people. You know what I'm saying? And you can go to my website, and that's at www.storytimewithgrandmalala.com.
Grandma, it was great doing this interview with you. I'm glad and thankful for you for sitting down with me. And until next time.
All right, baby. You know, tell everybody I said hi.
All right.